To the world of Street Fighter 3. Prepare for battle.
One box could leave you messed up and fractured. Block these uppercuts, they may leave you captured. May the best fighter win and win again. Battle to the top until his life ends. But if his life ends and he starts to decay, made one of his street soldiers a fence thing. See you talking to the game, couldn't be talking to me. I got enough to beat and more soldiers to bury. You know it just clicked in and made you realize this game is twice as hard. You see that with your own eyes. You're on the way to choose your type of life, cause you gotta. I tell you from now, which fighter will be the hotter. I don't think you want this one, just practice. Just challenge me when you're ready with your tactics. High punch and spin kicks, watch your back split. I see you in the air when I make you back flip. Select and make your first pick. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Choose and pick the best one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Select and make your first pick. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Choose and pick the best one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Select and make your first pick. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Choose and pick the best one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Select and make your first pick. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Choose and pick the best one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One box could leave you messed up and fractured. Block these uppercuts, they may leave you captured. May the best fighter win and win again. Battle to the top until his life ends. But if his life ends and he starts to decay, made one of his street soldiers a fence thing. See you talking to the game, couldn't be talking to me. I got enough to beat and more soldiers to bury. You know it just clicked in and made you realize this game is twice as hard. You see that with your own eyes. You're on the way to choose your type of life, cause you gotta. I tell you from now, which fighter will be the hotter. I don't think you want this one, just practice. Just challenge me when you're ready with your tactics. High punch and spin kicks, watch your back split. I see you in the air when I make you back flip. Select and make your first pick.
Good evening, Internet. Here I am. It's Nick. That's right. I'm kicking us off. Welcome back to Gamer Quotient Gaming Academy. Tonight, I am your host, one of the staff here at the Academy. I'm taking over for our intrepid headmaster this evening. Why, do you ask? Well, it's the end of the month. If you haven't been with us before, that means that it's another edition of our study hall. Together, actually, tonight with our Rushdown specialist Blazing Ace Nelson, the headmaster is actually being put in the game. So that's why you get to see me first. This month, my other staff members are actually going to show us, and honestly, me too, the ropes in this edition of Study Hall with 2XKO. If you haven't heard about 2XKO, it's a free-to-play fighting game from Riot Games. It's set in the Runeterra universe from League of Legends, so I'm completely new to this. You know, if you've been with us before, my staff members tonight are the fighting game experts, so I'm leaning on them to teach me and hopefully you a little bit about this game. So sit back, try to relax, because class is now in session. All right, let me bring in the real stars from tonight. Boys, how's it going?
Hey, welcome back, everybody. So, it's
Headmaster, you are muted, my friend.
Yeah, that's me.
That's me. You've given me the keys to the kingdom. I really appreciate it. Thank you for throwing it on me. I'm learning a little bit tonight, so everyone's really, really good to see you. How have you two been? It's been a little bit. I had to miss last week, so tell me how you two are doing.
It's been an emotional weekend with Evo happening and just all the announcements. So if you're a fighting game player, you're eating good this year. So there was a lot to cover. There was a lot to reveal, and the future of fighting games is exciting. All I got to say.
We've been talking the last little bit about gaming towards the tail end of this year and going into next year. Fighting game eating good as well. Ace, did you have anything that stuck out to you that really shouted out from Evo?
What stuck out to me was the fact that there were old games still getting content. And I'm not talking just the update for KOF 15, but like, Art of Fighting 3 getting 2 new characters in the Big 26. Not on my bingo card.
That is crazy.
Do you know what the community is like for that? I haven't been connected to that one for a while. Is there still a fair amount of people like following that title? Is it worth getting that DLC?
There's still a good number of people following that title, especially, more retro enthusiasts. But, with with games like KOF 15 and with Fatal Fury, with both of those games doing pretty solid, it's got a lot more people going back to pick up and play some of the earlier SNK classics. And Art of Fighting 3 is like right up there with City of the Wolves in it being sort of the third strike of that series.
That's
Unk
pretty-
Fighter. So they call that Unk Fighter.
Yeah.
Unk Fighters. Okay, sweet.
What's crazy about Art of Fighting 3 is that it's just they're somehow gonna go ahead and update this, like, how old of a game? 20 plus years? No, longer than that, probably.
And some change.
Yeah,
That's
and they're adding new sprites, and like they're probably balancing it while they're at it. So that means they're getting into the code of this older game, and they're making an effort to do that. What's I think the other part of this that we're not really seeing, that they don't talk about, it's going to be part of the Neo Geo Premium Select games that's coming out.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
So,
which will be in what is that, in cartridge form also.
Yeah. So check it out. Initial release date for Art of Fighting 3 Path of the Warrior, March 12, 96.
Oh,
This game is over 30 years old.
30 years
And
old.
all of a sudden, oh, look, rollback netcode and 2 new characters.
You said
Unk Fighter.
96, right? So that makes this is the 30-year anniversary?
Yep.
Jeez.
Unk Fighter.
Jeez. Just, I mean, for people who don't follow us regularly, regular scheduled program is we do this day in gaming history kind of memory card chronicles, are the way we feel connected to games that have come out this day in the past. And we've passed a lot of big milestones this year. I don't know about you two, but at least on my feed, I'm starting to get a lot of those movies or songs that turn 25, 30 years old and feeling damn old. So when you're throwing that out and you're throwing Unk Fighter out, I just aged visibly during the stream just to start. So I appreciate that. Thank you.
Or the back started getting issues.
It's it's when you see those memes that say like, this is Final Fantasy 20 years ago, and in my brain it goes back to Final Fantasy 10, right? But that's not 20 years ago,
Right. Right. And I mean, like you were saying, but they're bringing out content like this for Art of Fighters. We were just talking recently about Witcher. Witcher 3 is releasing more DLC, and that felt like it was out of date, right?
Yeah.
Just a little bit. But then it's Art of Fighting, man. Came to just drop the belt.
I mean, look, Andre literally just turned 30 a few days ago.
Oh, that's right.
Sorry, 31.
Congratulations.
He
Andre,
just turned
yeah,
31
happy
a few
birthday,
days ago.
I honestly, what's so insane about Art of Fighting is that it's considered one of the like what Ace said, like the Street Fighter 3, which means it's high resolution, like pixel art, which means they're adding 2 new characters with that much pixel art animation and like detail. Like, is somebody on the team like equipped for that, or they're probably hiring people for that? That's crazy.
That's likely the case. I mean, look, all I have to say is this: if you want a good look at the animation quality for Art of Fighting 3, look up Robert's idle stance in that game. It is
Let it flow. Kim's
it is
pants.
something else. It's the Kim's pants of Art of Fighting.
Yeah, the Kim's pants. Yeah, no,
I-
it's wild.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing that I remember very specifically from Evo, the big thing that hit my feed, just because it's what I usually kind of like see. So not only is it great to see that, but we actually got the gameplay reveal for Bob in Tekken 8. I loved playing Bob for whatever reason. So the fact that he's back and I got to see that gameplay, great. I know that if I remember right, they still have one more season 3 character.
That being Roger Jr.
Roger
And they
Jr.,
showed a
that's
little
right.
clip for that.
Right, and that's they said the next reveal for that's Evo France. That's October.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's really cool about that is I was reading Harada's tweet today about that specific the clip that we're talking about, right? And if you don't know the clip, chat, it's when like the kangaroo had the dog in the headlock, right? So Tekken parodied that with Leon. What's his name?
Leroy Smith.
Leroy Smith with his dog, and then Leroy comes up and punches Roger in the face. Right?
Hilarious.
And so what the story was that last year they were talking about this meme that they saw on the internet to the staff, like this is something that we want to do. And since Harada had departed, he was kind of wondering, like, I wonder if they did anything with that. And then he saw the clip and was like, that's hilarious, because that was one of my ideas. That's pretty cool.
Another big, just because we're talking about Evo, might as well bring it up as well. Marvel Tokon got some character reveals. Blade looking awesome, digging
Looking
that.
good. Looking
We got
good.
Loki well and Deadpool, so that's the Samurai Outriders. Great name for a team.
Yep. So here's what's interesting about Tokon. Tokon is as you know, made by ArcSys, right? And then and what's the other game that they're making right now? Was it an update to what was it? It was like an update to Guilty Gear or something like that.
Strive, didn't
Yeah.
they were talking about the next season pass character?
Yeah. Okay. So Robo Kai had just gotten announced, right,
That's
as a
right.
new character,
Mhm.
and they did a display of Robo Kai, how crazy he is. He throws like random bullshit and like he heats up and he throws missiles. And they were like, before we saw the Deadpool trailer for Kokon, we thought Robo Kai was crazy, and then Deadpool trailer came out. We're like, wow, this is insane! Like they're going all in, and there's so many references in it. And
It's like,
I love
and then Deadpool shows up and just Johnny Cage punches somebody. I'm saying, like,
bro, we got to talk about these
Bro.
references once we get there. We do for sure. No, this is awesome.
Yeah, I'll have
It's
to pull
great.
that. I'll have to pull that up at some point.
And then going back on the topic of old games getting new characters and ArcSys, Blaze Blue Central Fiction.
Oh my god, yeah, this is insane. This has never happened before. How old is that game? Like I feel like that's 2009.
I had to look that up. 11. It's 11 years old.
2000, 11, right? And they are literally going back and like updating these older games for added value. So which means they gotta look at someone's looking at like the player count and going, there's still a community. We're gonna add this. It's worth our time.
They actually specifically called that out to apparently during their showcase for that the new character Trinity they showed off.
Yeah.
They said specifically community support was the main reason that this project was even possible. So the fact that there's still a community around it, there's still a community supporting this.
Yeah.
Unlike some other stuff we've seen with devs moving on, Arc System Works is going back and being like, no, there's a reason to continue to do updates for this. They have the bandwidth for it, they have the ability to, and there's a community behind it.
They're cooking, they're eating right now. ArcSys is, I'd say, one of the most demanded fighting game studios out there due to their work with Dragon Ball Z and Strive. They were the ones to first pioneer during COVID, roll back netcode, and then made the industry change. And I'm going to give them flowers for that because they're literally the one that took the extra effort, and now all of them have to do rollback netcode. And thank you for that, ArcSys. Also, the visuals, top tier. There's a reason why Marvel chose ArcSys over Capcom on this one, just because of the way their games look.
Well, to be honest, I remember one of the reasons I was sold on that out of the gate was because Arc signed on for that.
Visuals, yeah. 100% visuals.
Yeah, immediately, because that's one of the things, like, I don't get deep into the Guilty Gear games, but I love watching them. When I was working in the stores, I'd have that playing on in the background. Not only was the music awesome, the presentation was great. It was just fun to look at.
Yep.
So just having that on rolling in the background. So always have an appreciation for it, but I don't have the ability. I have the same conversation about me with like cars. My dad and brother are mechanics. I never got that ability. Same with fighting games. I just never got the ability. I'm terrible at pattern recognition. I can appreciate the form, the factor, and the visuals of cars and of fighting games. I can't do it myself. I will appreciate the talent behind it. Like, that's one of the reasons why tonight, when you guys were mentioning the game that you're going to be doing for our study hall, I was like, I would love just to watch. I would love to be onboarded. I want to see what this is about because I've watched you guys play fighting games before.
Yeah.
The followers that you have on your own channels have watched you play before. So this is my chance to front row seat, be the host tonight, sure, but talk to chat and see what you guys have. Was there anything else from Evo that really stood out to you? I know there was a lot, like Avatar Legends fighting game. They did a pre-order trailer for that.
Couple more things. I would say the Avatar Legends showcase. They had a little tournament of like the devs playing each other. This game is like amazing. Well, first of all, hand-drawn characters. Great work. It really feels like you're playing Avatar. You're really feeling the characters. One of the cool things they did during the show was they announced the season pass, the first battle pass for it. 4 characters are already assigned, and the 5th one is up to the community to vote on. And I think that right there, involving the community, is like one step closer to be like, we need your trust, and I feel like when they vote, they will buy because they contributed to it, right? So I think that's really cool and it's really smart.
Really, really smart.
And then the other one, of course, was the Bakunawa Killer on Virtual Fighter Crossroads. Surprised you didn't bring that up, Nick. But yeah, this secretive character technically is the Kung Fu Killer of the game, and right now they're kind of featuring him as like a villain, masked character. We don't know who it is, but I have a pretty good guess who it is. So,
I missed that. I didn't see that at all. That's interesting. I'll have to look that up while we're doing this.
What's cool is they're setting up Virtual Fighter Crossroads to, and I swear the presentation feels like a Hong Kong Kung Fu movie, which is awesome. By the way, I love it. I love it. But now they showed a showcase of the Bakunawa Killer fighting Pai, right? Pai-chan. So, any Nick or Ace, any guess who you think who the Bakunawa Killer is?
I already went over like a couple of headcanon theories I had, but one pipe dream theory that I have right off the bat: Lan Di from Shenmue.
Oh wow! Well, you're going there. Wow, that's crazy.
Nice wish, I know.
That'd be fire. To be honest with you,
But,
that would be fire,
right?
Yeah. And I know Nick, you just kind of like came across this, but my guess, I think everyone's trying to guess that it was Lao, right? Right? I don't think it's Lao. Lao's old, probably dead, right? Like Shun should be dead. He's old. He's ancient, right? But I think the Bakunawa Killer, and if you guys follow the Virtua Fighter lore, yes, there's lore. I think it is Lei Fei, which is the Shaolin guy from the other games.
Okay, yeah.
Because in the lore, he challenges Lao, and he's like, and he goes, "Show me your kung fu," because he wants to basically take his kung fu and use it against him. Lao's gone, and then usually in these martial arts movies, when the rival goes away, they take kind of like their role because they never had a chance to fight them. So they become that person. So I think this is Lei Fei like coming back as like a hybrid of Lei Fei, Shaolin Kung Fu, and also Lao Chan.
Ooh.
Interesting. Yeah, no, just watching that, it's really cool. Like you said, I love the presentation on it. I love the way it looks. You could kind of the crumbs of his style, like his fighting style. I could see why you'd go that way.
Yeah. It's definitely like a mix. So the fact that we're like talking about it and it's like interesting, which means like there is some thought put into these character designs. There's some thought put into the story and the writing of this game and the presentation, man. I am all over this. This is gonna be great. And if we can you guys imagine a guest character being Donnie Yen?
Stop.
Oh yeah, but
Stop.
Which Donnie
My
Yen character?
emotions.
Oh, it would 100% be like Killzone Donnie Yen, like peak Donnie Yen, right? Or even like Jet Li from his peak, right? They can do that now. Like if
Like
they can,
Killzone
Well,
Diane or
yeah.
I was thinking like the
Fearless
fact.
or maybe Kiss of the Dragon Jet Li.
Don't you dare bring that in here. Like I would absolutely throw the crap out of that, man. No, what I was thinking was just where everything is right now. They are making a Kane movie, so a crossover potentially. They could bring in Donnie Yen's Kane from the John Wick universe.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yep.
They could. Just saying they could.
Yep.
Because that whole style that he has, he can still be hand to hand. He's just not going to be looking directly at him because the character's blind. Like
Diego's on Chung Li.
cool.
I'm in.
Oh.
I'm in, dude. If they do a battle pass and it's just all kung fu movie stars, I'm in, brother. I'm all about it.
Look,
Oh.
I'm gonna need Bolo Young, Jackie Chan, Donnie Yen, and Sammo Hung in that battle pass.
Oh no, we can just keep going, man. Give me Tony Jaa. Give me Iko Uwais, the guys from like the Raid.
Yeah,
You could just
get Scott Atkins and Michael Jai White.
yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. I'll just
You can
watch
get,
Killzone and just let's put it in here.
I mean, and they can also do like they can sneak in Sammo Hung in there. Like they can just play with it, right? So it's gonna gonna be crazy. That's all I gotta
No,
say.
I got
Maybe-
2 more names for you before we move on. Michelle Yeoh and Cynthia Rothrock.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Just
easy.
bring yes, madam, up to absolutely. No joke. So a friend of mine, we watch a lot of. We just get in a movie. We started watching a bunch of old Hong Kong action flicks. He had never seen any of the In the Line of Duty movies, so I showed him the first one. It is hilariously rough, but it is so much fun to watch. And you're just like, how many of those did they make? They're like, oh no, there's a few more. Okay, cool. I guess I'll just keep going.
It's like, how many of those did they make? Oh, we're gonna be here a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A while.
Yeah,
Andre, the main character from Hard Boiled. Are you talking about Chow Yun Fat?
Chow Yun Fat.
Absolutely.
He's not a martial artist though.
Well, I mean, he's still awesome. Speaking of, so that same friend also likes to collect toys, right? And he found a knockoff toy called Detective Chow from the Asian Organized Crime Task Force.
Oh,
Oh my god.
It is Chow Yun Fat's character from Hard Boiled.
That's awesome.
So I have this really chintzy knockoff that I just love
That
because
is
I just
amazing.
love that
That's
movie.
great. That's great. I love
Yo,
And
it.
if you haven't seen it,
We're not here for this.
if you haven't seen it too, the Better Tomorrow movies are in 4K now. Like,
Mm,
absolutely check them out
mm.
all day. He also,
Honestly, I would not be opposed to a Sleeping Dogs 2 with Chow Yun Fat. That would be so sick.
yeah, have him show up. I mean, he's done some movies. He's still pretty active. Like, he's not retired as far as I know.
Yeah, no,
Still
man.
showing up.
There's still options out there. That's all I'm saying.
One thing I did note early was just kind of like an interesting thing that I did see. So there's that Rival of Aether 2 game that was being played. The reason I want to call that one out is because that one actually, if I remember right, it broke into like the top games played like through the weekend and viewership as well.
Yeah, yeah. I would say it's because the lack of Smash Bros. Rival of Apex.
Okay, do you think it scratches that itch kind of thing?
100% because it's the type of game it is. Yeah.
Without anything like Smash or Multiversus there,
Mhm.
someone's got to take that spot.
Because here's the reason why. The reason why I believe that wholeheartedly is because most Smash players, I'm gonna catch some heat on this. They don't elevate to a real fighting game, right? But hey, don't get me wrong on that. I cannot play Smash to save my life. But what I'm saying is that they only play Smash like platform fighters. They don't do traditional fighters. There's a lot of them out there, and I think that's a good signal for like Nintendo to be like, maybe we should do another Smash.
Yeah, they got me into the howler. I was going to bring that up. I had to pull up the details here. Hey, Blue, how's it going, by the way? It broke into the top 4 in terms of player count during that. So it beat
That's
out
awesome.
legacy heavy hitters like Strive, Fatal Fury. Following the top 8 finals, it was like a big breakthrough for that kind of like subgenre that it is. So pretty cool.
And that's the thing. Like I talk smack about it, but look at the viewership, right? Like there's a market for it, and I love that.
Speaking of, there's still a market for it, and the fact that it was on the main stage for the first time at Evo, I am shocked and pleasantly surprised to see Vampire Savior up there on the stage, man.
Yeah, no, that was wild. I feel like we're getting a retro Renaissance resurgence. Like next thing you know, we'll get old Garo up there, right? Or like
Crossed.
Yeah, just all these like Last Blade 2 would be sick to see up there.
I mean,
right?
Speaking of which, also takes me back to the Neo Geo Premium Collection because Ninja Masters is on that lineup.
Yeah, no, it's cool. Unfortunately, I saw the price for that thing. It's still about $300 something, I think. But it's like I always wanted to own a Neo Geo, so I might just go for it.
That's right, Jago. Some of us unks are finally getting to come up.
Yeah, Unk Fighters.
Am I gonna need to go put on my newsboy cap so I could, really sport the Unk look?
that Unk energy.
That Unk energy.
You don't need that. My back already hurts.
Yeah, like we said a little bit earlier, Andre. If you don't have pills for your back pain yet, you will after this one. After this sesh. Speaking of this sesh, that was one of the things that was mentioned during Evo as well. 2XKO is getting a couple characters.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep.
Looks like
Back.
Flux and Samira.
Yeah. So if you're a League player, you will know exactly who those two are. But if not, yeah, I don't either. I'm not a League player.
That makes 3 of us.
There is a League character. If you could bring this up, Nick, his name is Seth, right? Or Set. And they made Set a League of Legends character because they wanted fighting game players to play League of Legends. And it's surprising that they don't have Set in this game because this is a fighting game now. And maybe he's going to be like later on in a later season. But the whole reason they added Set and his move set was because they wanted to make fighting game players jump into League of Legends. I'm really surprised he's not in the game.
I
And
did
speaking
not
of
see it. I just saw the
and speaking
champion
of,
reveals.
Also, speaking of RPG characters jumping into fighting games, Id from Grand Blue Fantasy Relink is being added to the roster for Versus.
Not Nero? Yeah, that's him.
Yeah.
He looks really cool. I know nothing about that universe, but like, man, like
Oh, he's
actually after this, pull up Id, because like even if you don't like if you don't know anything about it, I was like, this character looks sick. He looks like Nero.
he was
and the game looks
introduced
great.
he was introduced in Relink, and he is amazing.
Is he native to the game or is he just a Relink character?
He's just a Relink character.
Oh, okay, so he's specifically for the Relink. Yeah, that's Samira.
Which
she's a pilot.
Okay.
gaming character did you want me to pull up?
ID from Grand Blue Rising, new character release.
Dog. Samira. Hello.
Oh yeah, dude. So I used to play Teamfight Tactics, right, which is like an auto battler instead of League of Legends because I'm trash at League of Legends, and I'll admit that.
Mhm.
And the character variety in this MOBA is awesome. There's so many characters you can relate to. There's so many characters to pick from. You gotta like someone in this game, right? They even have a Leonidas character. He's super cool looking.
Okay.
Oh yeah, he's super cool looking. So they have a Zhao Yun character, by the way. Ace.
I'm
Just
sorry.
let you know that. Yeah, just let you know that.
Okay.
God, this game is so pretty.
Another ArcSys title, by the way.
That's what I mean, right? Like they do not disappoint individuals. I'm telling you.
We definitely have the vibe right then for the study hall.
Yes.
Just an ArcSys study hall.
I mean, I know that Ace and Oliver want to do a run back eventually on Strive, and I'm gonna get in there with my Nago because you guys haven't seen my Nago.
Oh no, no, not on Strive, on Rev 2.
Rev 2. You all playing that by yourself. I'm playing Rev 2.
He's like, hold on, what? No, I'm playing that.
I'm basic. Look at this guy. Doesn't he
This
look like
man
Nero?
right here.
It's cool looking.
He looks angsty.
I mean, like I said, he looked like Nero from like a quick glance, and I was like, oh, they made like Nero into a Grand Blue character. Looks really cool. He's got the glowing hand, a cool sword, white hair, of course.
So a quick little tidbit as far as Grand Blue lore. So Gran, him and Lyria, those two characters are linked together, like they're life linked together. But one of Lyria's abilities, like she has the ability to control the dragon Bahamut. Id, his transformation is based on a Bahamut variant's powers. So that black armored form that you see him in, yeah, that's all. That is all dark-skinned dragon anger.
Sounds angry.
Yep.
No, I
it's
mean, like
wild.
I
We've
said,
seen
I
some of
know
that.
I know nothing about it, but still looks awesome. And when people look awesome in video games, you want to play them, right? So
Exactly.
Yeah, smooth animation. Looks great.
no, it's super cool. It's super easy to play too.
It kind of like it's not 1-to-1, so don't flame me, chat. But it reminds me a little bit, at least in terms of fluidity and the way that the characters look, like Sam Show. Just the way that the characters are kind of outlined and, like I said, the fluidity of it,
Yeah.
the way they stand out versus the background. So that's something from my childhood I followed. So
Ah, you got I'd say that's a pretty
It's
solid
a
assessment.
it's a shame that Dungeon Fighter got buried because Dungeon Fighter is a very pretty game.
Oh,
I remember you playing DFO for a while there.
Yeah, well, the fighting game or the
I remember you playing DFO and then the fighting game. But
yeah, the fighting game is beautiful and it plays so easy and it's so smooth. It's got rollback. There's just like -5 community for that game.
they're not going to be releasing a DLC character.
No,
15 years
unfortunately
after?
not.
No. Okay.
I mean, it's just a shame because like it's so fun. It's one of the games I like actually like ranked really high in with the Lancer. But then like you really can't rank any higher if you have nobody to fight. So it was bad.
It's fair enough.
It's so cool. Arc System games are like top tier when it comes to fighting games. Like they just look so good. They feel good to play.
and
Man,
and this is why in so many pipe dream in so many conversations about like hypotheticals, Arxis Darkstalkers.
Oh.
that'll never happen, but I see where you're going with that. This is why I say Ace, screw that. That's never gonna happen, but there's a chance they may get Bloody Roar.
Ooh.
Oh,
You hit him in the feels.
Because
Damn.
I mean look at what we just saw with id, right? And the installs, right?
yeah.
Bloody Roar, right?
Oh
So
God, yeah.
it'd be sick. I'm telling you, it's a pipe dream, but we have
Has-
Marvel Pokemon for now.
Has there ever been?
Damn.
Sometimes you get like the developer like combo games, like versus. Has there been an arc versus like they cross different games?
Blaze Blue Cross, what's that one?
Yeah, cross tag battle.
Cross Tag Battle. They combined Blaze Blue, what is it, Under Night.
Let's see.
and
It was Blaze Blue, Under Night, Persona, and Ruby.
There you go. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, I.
It's only their own
Sure.
game
Yeah, that's why I was wondering. It just seemed like it'd be, especially because it's under the same umbrella, it would be just a really cool thing. Just with as many characters as you see across all these.
Yeah, it's basically their Marvel versus Capcom.
Yeah.
Internally.
Oh, that's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
And I
That's-
think that honestly, I don't know why Capcom hasn't done that yet. Like, they should do that with their own IPs. Like they seem to be allergic to just doing their own Capcom game because of Capcom Fighting Jam, right? That was like they're like, oh, we'll never do that again.
Yeah.
Just do it right.
Yeah, that's all we're asking. Just do it right. But I could go on a rant about Fighting Jam, and that would take up the rest of the study hall.
Yeah,
So-
we gotta do a whole episode on trash fighting games. Like I'm all about that.
Yeah. Well, before I hand it over to you, Ace, to talk a little bit about this game, the only other thing I had on my notes was Under Night in Birth 2 did get another character as well. So another one, long tail on that. Zohar was shown off as well. So new addition to that roster as well. Like
And I think lastly we didn't mention it, but Invincible got its first season 1 battle pass.
that's right.
also.
Yeah, Invincible as well.
Yeah. Also, hopefully they do really good. Like I feel like, it looks. I'm gonna be real. It looks kind of jank, but I played the beta. It's pretty fun to play. You can feel that these guys work their ass off for this game. Like they want this to be good. They want this to be fun, and I can feel that when I play it. So
Okay.
my unkness is showing.
Speaking of unkness, that's right. Morgan was the hardest working pixel sprite.
Oh my God.
Oh, dude, they got some mileage on that one. 100%.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, there's another character too. Let's make it the mirror of her. I don't remember. Wasn't there discussion about that was like one of the ones that had the most animation frames from that series as well? I thought it was that, or
I think they updated her sprite within the Darkstalkers games. I think in Night Warriors, like 2 whatever, which is 3 in America, Darkstalkers 3. They updated her sprite, but I think that's I think they were like, since we just updated, let's just put her in everything. It's the most updated.
yeah, may as well. I mean, we paid the money for it.
And that's why she stands out so much in the other fighting games. Stuck with that stuff.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. All right, Ace, my man, let me put your screen on here. Let's see.
And that hat, that's what I was grinding for before the show started.
My character looks like a hipster, and I hate it.
All right, while we have this pulled up here, Ace, please tell me, what is this game? I prefaced it a little bit.
So yeah, 2XKO is the official fighting game of the, it's the official League of Legends fighting game. Now, like I mentioned earlier, I am not a League player. So much like how Grand Blue Versus was my first foray into that franchise, this right here is my first run at anything League. But I decided I'd go ahead and pick it up. GQ was like, "Hey, let's do 2XKO co-op," and I'm like, "Okay, fine. I'll try and I'll slog my way through the whole setting up a Riot Games account and whatnot." But I sat down for a little bit. Actually started playing through the game, testing out the characters. The very first character I unlocked, because I had gotten one of those champion tokens to unlock a character right away. The very first character I unlocked, to absolutely no one's surprise, and I do mean absolutely no one.
I'm just clicking through, boys. I apologize.
You can click drag, by the way.
Heyo. We're
But yeah.
learning.
My first unlock. Do I need to say anything further?
Hands. That's all you gotta say. Hands.
Thrown them.
Exactly. I hope y'all got your catcher's mitts, because hands are being thrown tonight. But as I sat down and actually started, looking through the characters and just kind of tinkering with it, I will say it's starting to get me a little bit more into League of Legends. I'm not sure, how far down the rabbit hole I'm going to go, but, not going to lie.
So,
Character designs in this are pretty damn solid.
right, James, you were saying you didn't play League of Legends.
No, I did not.
Ace, did you play the series at all?
Nope.
I mean, I dabbled in it. I tried it.
Right. Especially when MOBAs were starting to be a thing, a lot of people just tried it. I definitely played a little bit to start, but I fell off before it became like a big thing. But I really, as a anime enjoyer, I loved Arcane. Great series to watch, really well done. So that's kind of been the way I've been connected. Still, I recognize some of the characters. Like when I played back in the day, I made Caitlyn. So I was very familiar with that character. So it's cool to see that, the Runeterra universe is still expanding and including they're making good games out of it. It doesn't feel like they're just, pushing stuff out to just to make money off the IP.
Okay, can I be well? Okay, it's oh yeah, it's already at it's after 8:00. It's almost 9. So I'll just say this right now. Outside of this, my first time seeing any of the characters from League of Legends and like actually paying attention was fan art of Ari, Akali, Vi, and Jinx.
Of course.
I'm sure y'all can follow the breadcrumbs from there.
To look at this man's search history.
Nope. But I mean, otherwise though, my experience, my knowledge of League of Legends is minimal. But to answer your question, Squall, do you need to know League lore to play this? No, you don't. Actually, if you go into the options and you go into some of the character pages, you can get League lore right there to kind of, give you a Cliff Notes version, a running start. And also, this game's free to play.
Right. So, mentioned at the top, but just to reiterate for the people who have jumped in, 2XKO is a 2v2 tag team fighting game where players select two characters from the League of Legends universe. So, like Ace said, apparently you don't need to go really deep into it. Like I said, I just kind of randomly stay connected to it through Arcane, and I recognize a couple characters from when I played back in the day, at least the names, as well as some of the characters I saw in Arcane specifically. But so what's the big thing that I'm seeing here, at least when I was checking online, was the game is like the strategic team play, right? So
it
when
is.
you're choosing your characters, do you have to talk to, like, it's you two playing together? So do you two, are you picking complementary characters? I see some symbols on there. Is there different character types? Like, what do we got?
Well, most of the symbols that we got up here are, you progress symbols, like whether or not characters got like new items, or whether there's new stuff that's unlocked that I haven't checked out yet. But when we actually go into the game itself, let me. What am I doing? Okay. There we go. That's where I need to get. So yeah, as far as the tactical team play goes, yeah, it's definitely about not just picking complementary characters, but also you can select different types of different types of fusions, different types of assist foundations that you can actually work with. GQ, he was explaining it to me a little bit earlier, so if you want to go ahead and go over the basics, please do.
Yeah. So if you want to go ahead and select our characters there, we can wait in the
Right. So you want to do like the lobby stuff, or you want to do something like the climb?
Yeah, that's fine. So the unique portion of this game is the assist choices that you have, like as they were talking about. Think of your tag games that you guys were playing before, right? And there's a variety of different ways to kind of like play together here. So it says we're gonna go to the assist portion, right? So once you pick your character, there we go. We got double down, right? Combine your super attacks with your assist. So it's gonna be the standard one, like X-Men versus Street Fighter, basically, right? So go ahead and scroll down. Freestyle, you can tag twice in one sequence. So this is going to be very reminiscent of Marvel versus Infinite, where you can tag your character mid combo and they can continue the combo. Right? But sidekick, assist cannot be KO'd or tagged. It has unique tools to help the point. This is just like you're going to pick one main character, and your second character just helps you out with like a variety of different assists. The same thing with this one, but it's like a Pandora. It makes one character really strong, but you only get one character. All right, point and assist fight simultaneously. So this is like Street Fighter Alpha dramatic battle, where both you guys will be in there temporarily fighting together in short bursts. So, and then this is the 2x assist, empower your partner with multiple assists. So this is like Marvel 2, when each character has a different variety of assists depending on what you're doing. So, there's a variety of ways to play. There's no wrong way. It's just like whatever your play style is, go for it. And it's all about experimentation and testing things out.
Okay.
So earlier I was noting that on X I kept posting we are not prepared, because we are not prepared. I have maybe like 5 hours on this game, right? And I've only played 3 characters, and one of the characters I have the most time with is Darius on the screen. It plays just like a ABCD fighting game. So it's very it's got the controls of probably Guilty Gear, right? But it's got the combo feel of like a Marvel game,
Yeah, I'd say Guilty Gear, probably something a little closer to Persona.
Yeah, it's a little. It's not as stiff as Strive. I mean, DFO Online was pretty similar to this, honestly. Not gonna lie. And what's unique about this one is that we're actually both playing at the same time. And one of the things they changed in this game is the oversimplification of the attacks. So supers or special moves are just one button with a direction, right? And then supers are just 2 buttons pressed together, depending which button you want, which super you want. So Oh my gosh, here we go.
So yeah, as you'll see right here, I actually tagged GQ into
Oh, back in. Got a
a
heal.
little something, but now it looks like it's
So-
me again.
But yeah, it's. I think like if what's unique about this is there's never really been like a tag, that's like at this level, right? They had tag in Mortal Kombat, right? But that was for like casual play. The
Mhm.
intention for this is for actually two people to fight together. Like that's kind of what they're going for with this. That's why there's so many options as far as like tagging and assists. So if you don't want a tag partner, pick that one assist where like they just come in and do like assists for you. They don't get tagged in, right? So I think there's, like I said, there's a little bit of everything for everyone if you're gonna try to play a fighting game that's accessible.
And and just recently, like the most recent update for 2XKO actually added in this mode that we're playing right now, the Climb, which is basically their PvE mode, but it's a PvE roguelike arcade tower style mode.
Mhm.
So as you're making the climb, you can pick up various augments that can, either change the rules of the fight entirely, or at the very least, change what your characters can do. There's some pretty interesting stuff there from what I've discovered so far. And again, I've only gotten a few hours in with this game as well. So this is definitely for example, we've got instant charge where, characters that have like delayable attacks, those attacks are pretty much like immediately charged to max now when you throw them. There's Rise and Shine where your get up attacks, hit a larger radius. And then there's this one, which I have found kind of breaks a whole lot of shit in the game.
Imagine having Zero's like second super from Marvel Infinite.
Yep. Now, oddly enough, that augment right there with Yasuo, it's pretty much zero.
Pretty much.
So you know what? Let's go ahead. Let's do Shadow. So yeah,
It seems like there's a lot going on in this game. Like James, you were talking about those different assist styles reminiscent of a bunch of other games, and then we have this mode. That's a fair amount of stuff. That's a lot to think about. I don't know. We were just talking about it in chat a little bit. There's no way to know how many people are still playing this or what the community is. There's still people talking about it for sure, but Riot doesn't publicly share the player numbers. So people are still reporting that you get matches pretty quickly. So there's still plenty of people playing.
Personally, like I just started trying this game a couple weeks ago, right? And that's is why as somebody that's a frequent fighting game player, I invited Ace to like come check it out. Just because one, we have a history of playing like Marvel together, right?
Yep.
It's the cost is just only our time. We don't have to put that much money into it if you don't want to. They give you a free champion token so you can pick a character that you want, right? From the get-go. And honestly, like there's a lot of value here if you want to commit to like a character and learn it. Like there's a lot of options for you for playing that character. Now, this is of course at the cost of zero. Right? If you want the unlocked characters, you can pay for that. I would say like if you're looking for a modern fighting game, and what do I mean when I say modern fighting game? Well, this is a little bit more handholdy than older 2D fighting games from like the 90s. And it feels good to play. For no cost, try this out because I think this may be your gateway to other fighting games. If you're always unsure about playing fighting games in general, right? And this is why I wanted to feature that.
It is the game is surprisingly well built.
Yeah, and there's a reason for that. Matter of fact, the team behind this is executive producer Tom Cannon and Tony Cannon, and they're connected with both Evo and GGPO. Chat, do you guys know what GGPO is?
They call it rollback netcode.
Yeah, so the guys that built Rollback and have the biggest tournament of fighting games are the executive producers for this game, so they know what they're doing. Right, they're in it all the time, and we, in Gamer Quotient, we talk about like man, these suits are just like trying to drain us money and they don't know how to make these games. These are the guys. They want them. These are guys officially like down playing fighting games. They know their community, and now we're playing the game that we helped build for them. So it's pretty cool.
I'll go ahead and tag you back in for a little bit.
Show. Oh, that shadow's throwing me off. Look how much damage Darius does. So he has this thing called bleed, right? And the bleed like makes you like do more damage. Look at that, it's dead already.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That is wild.
So Darius is like the Ryu of the game. Like he's brain dead. What I mean by that,
Darius' special ability. You want to know what that reminds me of?
Yeah.
It's again that bleed ability. It's RPG mechanics because I immediately think of Garrison's special mechanic in Battle Chasers. It's that same sort of thing where his attacks will do. His attacks can do bleed damage and set them up for other characters to do like stuns or just drop chain effects.
What's funny is that his mirror character in League of Legends, I think it's called like it's Darius. I think the other one's Garrick or Garrus or something like that. And instead of like the Darius is wearing like black armor, he's got the battle axe, right? Mm-hmm. And Chad, correct me who it is, but like I think it's like Garrick or Garrett or something like that. He's got like the noble paladin armor. He's got a big sword. He's like the mirror version of Darius. So it's interesting how there's just so many characters in the game, and a surprise there's no costume for him on this one. They may put him as a character next though. But yeah, it's here's the thing. I think like tag fighters are often the more fun of like Street Fighter is too technical for a lot of people. Tag fighters like Dragon Ball Z, right? Marvel, people like that because they're faster paced. If you do cool stuff, we're not worrying about too much technicality. 2XKO is kind of doing the same thing. And what's cool about this is that like a lot of people are kind of intimidated by tag fighters because they have to learn two characters, right? They don't have time to learn two characters. They only want to play one. This gives you options to make. Hey, you don't want to learn another character? Well, pick that one assist mode where the other guy just throws stuff on the screen. Right?
Yeah, pick the Juggernaut mode. Just fine.
So, and that's what I mean about this game giving you options to kind of provide you like an intro to fighting games, right? So, because you may like tag fighters. Now you're opened up to a whole world of tag fighters. Dragon Ball Z, Marvel, Tokon's a tag fighter, right? Mm-hmm. But if you're like, what, I like this, but I don't like tagging. Hell, get Strive, right? Get Guilty Gear in here, right? So you have an option.
And there is some discussion happening in chat now about like intro to fighting games, like what's a good entry point. There's a lot of different fighting games out there, like you're saying, a lot of potential entry points. Maybe that'd be worth a topic one day, just kind of talking about the potential entry points for people, the differences between them. Because like Jagos and Chad is saying, like, I mean, Smash Brothers was brought up by Squall as like an entry-level fighting game, but the comparison of that versus something like this, which is more technical in its aspects. Like I was reading that this does have push blocking in it, was attack parries to negate damage, stuff like that. So a little more in depth. Maybe that's kind of what you were getting at with like the modern fighting game aspect.
Yeah. So, and also like this game is very friendly to new players, by the way. As soon as you boot this game up, you've never played it before, it's gonna actually force you to learn the mechanics first. And I'm not saying like you're gonna be there for 3 hours. What I'm saying is that like move back, move forward, jump up, jump down, how to block, right? Also tagging, like simple stuff like that. Like learning the controls is important.
Like you fire the game up and it just puts you right into the tutorial, right into the 101 section.
Yeah. And here's the thing. You don't get to play online until you actually show that you know how to play the game, because you don't want to get beat up by pros on the internet. Ace, why don't you put me on this one and take over?
Gotcha. Which one you want to go for? The team augment or the meter?
Let's go meter.
All right, I'll get you switched out as soon as this starts up. There you go. Ah! Get in there. But yeah, with the this game takes the same approach as say it takes the same approach as Dragon's Crown, right? Because that's a beat 'em up
Timo's
where
messing you up.
that's a beat 'em up where you won't get the chance to play any of the online modes until you've at the very least gone through, done the tutorial, and actually played through like the majority, if not all, of the different stages in the game. I think you actually have to complete the story, or at least like the first half of it, before you can go online. But this isn't This isn't necessarily gatekeeping players from the additional content so much as making sure that you can actually carry yourself with some level of skill. You've got some level of experience, so if you want to try online mode, you can go right ahead.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, Timo is an annoying little shit.
Well, yeah, Timo is like playing a different game.
Right.
Is that like
League of
choosing that
Legends.
job?
Yes.
He's playing League of Legends in this fighting game.
Oh, one extra handshake tag. That's interesting.
So it looks like there's combo trials for the characters too.
Yes, there are also combo trials for the characters as well. And, as you go through the combo trials, you can actually, earn like different unlocks for them as well.
Yeah, and one of the cool things about this game too, it didn't really showcase that early. If you go to the character select screen, each character actually has a specific degree of difficulty, right? So like Vi may be like, oh yeah, intermediate because of the way like her moveset is and like how she attacks, but Darius is actually an easy character. I can literally beat a character here in like one button because his super does so much damage and it combos at the same time, right? So he's really easy to play, and his hits are really wide. So like even if you blindly swing, you're gonna hit something because his hits really huge, right? That's why he's an easy character to play. Timo, right? Timo's hard because like little limbs, and you're kind of just trying to play keep away, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's not like your normal like fighting game player. Like, we trying to trick you. I saw that.
And no, the combos aren't as long lasting in this as they are in say like Marvel or Killer Instinct.
I would say Persona. Persona is really long combos. This is probably Strive level of combos, right? It's not too long. The damage is pretty high, in my opinion. Like, I mean, we're playing some weird mode right now, so the damage is like not really fair. Like, I'm killing people in like 30 seconds or less with Darius. And his gimmick is that he does extra damage when you make him bleed, right? So that's why it's like compounding on this mode, which is funny.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But other than that, though, combos are relatively short, relatively punchy. No pun intended.
No, I think it was pun intended. You punch him. Yeah, like for example, Braum right there, the guy with the big shield. If you don't want like some super technical character, but you want like a guy that will cover a lot of mileage on their moves, Braum will do that.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't have a lot of big combos either. He doesn't need that. His whole thing is that he takes up a lot of space, right? And like he'll like kind of power through your attacks.
With the way he's built too, and those muscles and that mustache, I immediately thought of Armstrong from Full Metal,
100%.
Full Metal Alchemist.
But funny enough, he's not the grappler.
No, they don't even have the grappler here yet, in my opinion.
I don't. Well, technically, we do have one character in this that's like a dedicated grappler, and that's the mech Blitzcrank.
Oh, Blitzcrank. Yeah, but see, here's the thing: they haven't added set yet. And
Oh.
Set is like the Alex of League of Legends. You know, and you guys don't even know who I'm talking about. But when you see who he is, they'll be like, this guy makes sense. Literally, they made that character designed for fighting game players.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I have that button. Will it work? Let me see.
Yeah, that makes sense.
There we go. Heard it.
All right, that works too.
So one thing you didn't say, I'm wondering what the buttons are for this. Like, what are the controls?
Yeah.
Oh, like the button layout?
Yeah, we got like light, medium, heavy.
It said jump into the
multiple.
controls, Ace.
Yeah, it's you know what? Let's. But yeah, it's light, medium, heavy. The triggers are your specials.
Yeah.
And then for like, you know, for a special one, for a super one, it's like, you know, left trigger plus any of the face buttons or any of the attack buttons. Right trigger plus attack buttons is for super 2, and then your ultimate is both the triggers at the same time.
They have completely removed the inconvenience of motion inputs, guys. And this is why I also named it a modern fighting game, right? And that's not like a jab at it. It's just like modern just means more accessibility, in my opinion, which makes it more like people can focus on the game more than like working on the inputs.
But again, you know, with some characters like Vi, for example, Vi is a relatively technical character compared to someone like, say, Darius, who's just big chungus swings and your health is just evaporating.
Yeah, put me in, coach.
Will do. Let's do Mash Harder. You know what? I'll go ahead and put you in for this final boss round.
Great.
Of course.
You sound so excited.
Is it Krauser? Oh man, that shadow thing's throwing me off still.
Oh yeah, that's right. With Juggernaut characters, one thing that they have is snapbacks from Marvel.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, they could just give you one good swat, and next thing you know, your point character's off in the background now. I'm here. All right.
Do like a combo where it like puts me in. That'd be sick. Hey, this Juggernaut character doesn't even have like double Juggernaut life.
Oh boy. Oh, this is gonna suck. Ow, ow, ow.
The budget. Oh, she dead.
Yeah, she's dead.
They got the axe. Darius wins.
Let's go.
I might actually have to start doing a little bit of training mode with him.
Darius?
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Not here, not right now, but no, Darius looks kind of fun.
Partner invitation sent.
I mean, say that when we actually play real people.
Partner
Oh.
found.
Fair enough. Speaking of, I mean, want to hit casual or ranked? See how quickly we can actually
Pop us in rank, man. It's not our rank doesn't matter. So let's go ahead. Well, we're gonna show the audience and the students rank does not matter. So throw us in rank, throw us to the wolves. We don't care. We're just here to play. All right, win or lose, we're here to entertain.
Your fighters.
That would be cool if we end up meeting like some like really awesome like FGC like person though. That would be cool.
Select your fuse.
Y'all didn't know my main character was Thresh, huh?
Destination.
I know now.
He plays like Dalsum. Dalsum
Yeah.
with a little bit of Axel from Guilty Gear. Oh, this is cool. We're both in
damn.
the lobby.
There is I was not expecting that. I thought it was just gonna throw us straight into some matches.
Nah, bro, you gotta live your ace life where you're in arcades. See?
Yippee!
So when they're on fire like that, that means they're on a winning streak. But
Oh, What do you say we? Oh, it's finding a match right now.
Yeah, dude.
I must hit the button to find a match. I was trying to find a button to jump.
Square. And
Oh, there
R1
we
is the wave dash.
And which one's the wave dash?
R1.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah. The arcades are now in your console. They're not no more at the mall.
That is actually really neat.
That's some RGG Studios stuff for me, man. Playing Yakuza, going to the Sega store, and just playing a bunch of arcade games.
Yeah.
It's a game within a game.
So,
Absolutely.
Let's go ahead and hop onto a cabinet and see what happens.
Yo, you're gonna try to play Roadblock 18?
I suppose.
I mean, we're already looking for a fight, so it's what it's doing is looking for everyone in the arcade and also whoever's in.
But what if I decide to go ahead and cancel it though? Will it give us a chance to sit down at one of the cabinets then?
Find out. Nope.
Oh, wait a minute. We approach the cabinet and that screen that pops up, we can literally spectate from the lobby.
Yeah, it's cool. It's like next level.
That is kind of neat.
So you find a match because I think you still have to do placement. Head to cabinet. Okay, so when you find somebody, now we got to go there. Right? So like, hey, what's up, bro?
Select your champion.
now we're playing at the same arcade machine.
Ari. Warwick. Select your fuse. Choose.
Oh yeah, so you do, since you haven't played online yet, you do have to do your placement, and it'll put you in a rank that you're suitable in. I already have mine. You see, my logo says gold. I'm in gold, but after like 5 matches, I haven't really played.
Okay.
So, but you're only really fighting bots, so it's like it's gauging you off. Let's go.
You're being so judged right now. By the game chat, by me. Hope you know the pressure's on.
There is no pressure, just fists.
No pressure for this, man. Look at him. Cool. Super cool.
Just fists. Are we actively looking for someone or just are in training? There we go. Finding a match. That's cool. Our ping right now is about 25 with a 0 rollback frame, so we're doing pretty good. Squall said a digital arcade will never meet the real thing. That is facts, though.
You are correct, sir.
That's facts, you know. Because you know why I prefer the real thing, Squall? So the guy that is acting like a shithead, you can just punch him next to you. I grew up in the arcades where you stab a guy for winning a game. So, you know, just don't be a jerk online.
Damn. Advocating for that. One thing that I miss is dropping quarters for saying you got next on those cabs. That was always fun. Or just seeing like the line of quarters.
It's like a challenge, right? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That was the fun part of it. I wasn't good enough to back any of that up, but I remember that's one thing I do miss about those arcades. It's kind of the same reason I miss LAN parties. I miss being in that direct community.
Well, looks like we got one.
All right, who's the sucker?
Let's go.
person.
The roadblock.
No, it's this like lady next to us. Huge biscuit, I bet. Wow, okay, they got costumes, they be playing, bro. Or they got money. One of the two.
Take those lovely
It's up to you to find out during this match.
We're about to find out real quick. So it's a placement match, so it's too crazy.
Frank. Let's go.
Do.
Not on my watch.
Ah, crap.
But to get
I'm
zoned,
already over here getting shot up.
yeah, it's honestly different when you're fighting human, right? Than a bot. So it's hard to gauge your skill when you're fighting a bot. It's good to refine your button inputs, clean them up when you're fighting bots.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, okay. Ooh,
Oof.
kick in the face.
Caitlyn kind of ran me over there real quick.
Boo. Oh, by the way, combo breaker is like super trigger and X, I think. Like like that, yeah. You only get one of those though. Oh, it's like Guilty Gear. Like it recharges over again.
Ow.
Let me get in here. Type in.
Well, considering how quickly we were actually able to find a match after queuing up at the cabinet, I'd say there's still a relatively sizable player base for this.
Oh, okay. I see.
Chat, that's him learning in real time when he says that. Just watch. He's
Mike
starting to
Ross,
zone in.
check this out.
starting to
Check
get
this out, Mike Ross. That's what Mike Ross says. You check this out and it gets bodied. Okay, that was a wake up, get off me. So, that's that was R2X. There you go. See, I think what's cool about tag is that Ace and I play two different ways, right? So like they're gonna have to like readjust and adapt to each of our play styles, right?
Yeah,
I mean, this
that
guy
is
is-
an
Well, damn
extra-
you, Lowy. Oh, okay.
This is a. It's really interesting to like the fact that you said that now. It's kind of clicked with me. You have to learn two fighters' fighting style and their character, the way they play it.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, that's exactly what makes it like an extra layer of interesting. Is that like even if I play Vi, right? I will play Vi differently than Ace would. But since
Yeah.
now Vi is its own character, I'm my own character. Like now they're technically like there's more variables into the match. So yeah,
What do you want to do? Want a rematch?
yeah, dude, we're just playing. We're just playing, man.
We just playing.
Just playing. You gonna let this like lady in a bathing suit, Robin from One Piece, kill us? So I can tell you right now, chat, when you jump in, Caitlyn's gonna do an uppercut, which is probably anti-air invincible. Which is either the uppercut with the gun or like some kind of back cartwheel kick. But Caitlyn's game plan is to keep you away from her, right? Hence the jumping away, the backing away, right? So that's usually how it works.
Ooh.
I wonder if that's you have to press that. I think you might have to press that. You're the one that combo breaks.
Oh,
That's interesting. Why would you be the one? That's interesting. As I feel like if you were to be the one, you would tag in.
I get the feeling I probably would tag in if we were both still alive.
Yeah, I mean that's Alawi is one of the characters that came out launch, so expect that they will know how to play Alawi.
Double tapped.
See, like that.
That was an assist. That wasn't a tag.
No, I mean how they did it.
Oh yeah.
Ooh. Spicy.
she's an interesting character. She's like a setup character because she can set up tentacles on the floor. Yeah, there it is. Yep, called it. Overhead. Oh, it's through. Oh, don't even know how to play this game. That was cool. Sick.
Oh, is that like she has to control the aim as well?
Yep.
That's interesting.
I thought that was good. I actually thought that was going to OTG.
Oh, that's really cool. No, it's
Skull coming in
interesting,
with a lesson.
right? Well, I mean, I don't know. Like, I like to be interested to see what like rank this person is.
In your hand.
Oh no, mine glitched. I got booted. All good.
Oh. No, I think I got booted.
No, I my game literally crashed.
Oh shit.
Duo partner missing. Go ahead and slap an invite on there.
Your partner is left.
Let's pop back into.
Partner invitation sent.
So, chat, do you have a character that you'd like to appear in League of Legends
Mm-hmm.
or in 2XKO? Because I think my character is set. Like, I always wanted to have set in the fighting game, and now the fighting game's here, and he's not here yet, which is kind of making me upset. But upset.
Oh, so. And attack.
There's a character that looks like the winged dragon of Raw. It's pretty cool. Lots of ninjas, like Zed is a ninja. It looks like Shredder, basically. This game gets a 2 out of 10 for you. Why do you say that, Squall?
Let's see what you got.
This should be instant. There should be no time for loss for fighting matches. I mean, I think the other thing that is taking a little bit longer is because we're playing a duo together, right? So there's a little bit more technicality involved in there.
It's interesting trying to look up like fighting game charts. These games on Steam. Brawlhalla still has a pretty decent following as well. Another free to play.
Yeah.
I remember when that first came out. Like it's currently sitting at about 9K players, which is second compared to like Street Fighter 6. It's like 13K right now.
Mm.
Tekken 5K right now. Strive is about 2K. So yeah, certainly, still plenty of people playing fighting games, and free to play doesn't, automatically mean it doesn't have a following. It's just whether or not this game will resonate with people, right?
Well, and that's why I say since it's free to play, it's accessible, right? And so, and when I think of accessible, I think of like, this should be the beginning of your fighting game like interest and journey, right? It costs you nothing except your time, right? So, like, if you're like, man, I really like the game feel of this game, or maybe it's too fast for you, you want a slower fighting game, maybe Mortal Kombat's more up your speed, right? Unfortunately, there is no free Mortal Kombat game to play, right?
Is there any fighting games like on subscriptions? Like any of the big ones? Yeah, and like Game Pass or anything like that? There hasn't been much offer with the
yeah, I mean, actually, I'm gonna go look on PSN real quick.
And I was about to say, isn't Grand Blue Versus? Doesn't that have a Doesn't that have a free to play option? With
I think
the
it does, and it has a rotating character that you can play as. Well, yeah, so that would be it, and it's very similar to this game. Let's see here, my lib.
Okay, so it won't let me hop into versus because
You're in a duo.
so how would I go about that?
Oh, and versus is local match. Like if somebody was next to you. Like, what are you trying to do?
Actually, I was trying to set it up so you and I can play against each other for a little bit.
Oh yeah, then I'd probably you'd probably set up a fight. Let's see, play.
Would you not have to be in the party with him?
Yeah, you have to like kick me off your team. Here, I'll
Kick him off the team. Kick him
Yeah,
off the team.
now do versus. Then invite me after versus. There you go.
Select your champions.
Let's see if you can invite me.
If not invite, you might have to go back to creating a lobby, right? Private lobby.
Actually, that's probably what I'm going to need to do. So let's do that.
Oh, but yeah, private matches or training sessions. Chad, if you want to jump in, jump in. You're on caution. I promise I won't pick Darius. I'll pick Yasuo. Yasuo was my tag partner when I was learning Darius. Thresh I just learned like yesterday. That's all I know.
Partner invitation sent.
Oh, that's a duo invite, though.
Yeah, no duo. Here, I'll leave a code. So hit play, and then it'll give me a lobby ID, right? And I joined that.
Let's see what you got.
It's on
Oh, look at
somebody's
that. You got
room.
your own little couch.
Yeah.
A virtual LAN party.
That's neat.
Enable join by lobby code. All right.
Oh, there's the lobby code. So
All right.
Go ahead
Give me a
and-
second.
pop that in.
Is it a B or an 8?
That
The
is
first
the
that's 8, yeah.
ARZ 7 XMS5. Oh, let's go! Oh, your house is pretty cool, bro.
It's Gaming Academy colors.
A challenger awaits.
Challenger to a doer.
Time to run the set.
Oh, run the set.
Damn. Already?
See, fighting game players made this game, right? It's kind of it shows.
Select your fighters.
It shows. Yasuke.
Yasuo. Thresh. Select your fuse.
We're so red.
That's
We're so red.
Fuse select. Choose your destination.
Edge Lord.
No, I
Edgelord.
mean that's the beauty of it, Squall. It's not everyone's cup of tea, and that's
Heart and hand.
I mean, that's like any game, honestly. Like the whole point that it's free, you get to try it to see if you like it or not. You don't.
Man, the amount of games that we during Memory Card Chronicles, as much as it's cool to hear like your past, there's plenty of games that I do not play or will play that these guys just love. It's resonated with them in the past. It's the same with any game today. Like, as much as I will still play Muso games, I don't play them as much as Ace does. I will not play every single Dynasty Warriors, Samurai Warriors, and Mix. So more power to him. Not
He won't
everyone's going
always
to be
vibe
for
with
me.
green eggs and ham.
Yeah, blue bacon, something like that. Sometimes that was cool.
Got a big old pokey stick there.
Anime sword man.
Big old, very sharp cookie stick.
Versus
not
Ninja.
Not Ibuki.
Yeah, how many kunai do you have?
Let's find out.
Oh, that was cool. Was that a counter?
Ow!
Woo! Oh wow.
That big like shuriken looked like it just kind of tickled. That one did more damage though.
Look at my lamp. I forget there's like no rounds. It's just like two characters are dead.
So, question then, like as you're playing this, what do you two? Because you two are the fighting game experts on the panel and on the staff. So I want to know, like, what do you think this game needs to maybe take it to the next level, or do you think it's not warranted with where the market is?
Ace, you want to go first on that question?
Yeah, sorry, I'm asking you while you're both playing. That's kind of maybe between rounds we'll have that discussion. In the meantime, just beat the shit out of each other real quick. For me.
No, I honestly think this game just is missing like a few key features, right?
Yeah, it could definitely do with a little bit more robust PvE. I mean, the climb is okay. I vibe with the roguelike mode, but at the same time,
Well, and again, I know you're fighting right now, but a lot of fighting games don't really have a PvE setup. They have like an arcade story mode kind of thing more often than not, until more recently, right? At least for me, classically, when I think of a fighting game. So the fact that it has a roguelite mode means there's more PvE content for someone like me who doesn't like playing PvP.
that's very true.
Yeah, it's always going to need to cater to like non-fighting game enthusiasts for it to activate like the mass market for it. But like as far as like if you want to just try into a fighting game, this is, like I said, I think this is probably your best bet right now. How dare you mash out stuff?
I'm only kind of mashing. Only kind of.
See, speaking of single player modes like PvE, like bring back Weapon Master mode from Soul Cal 2 for me.
Oh, yes, please.
Like I absolutely loved that. So that's what I loved about that game, because I didn't have to worry about another player and beating the crap out of me. I could learn at my own speed, and there was like a progression and a story, and like I like that. So the fact that there is a roguelite thing, as much as I don't get down on roguelites all the time, I do like that this game has that option. But I mean, that kind of game thing aside, like what else do you think this game really needs? Because like Squall was saying in chat, and like Jagos was calling out earlier, like there's plenty of other options out there that have their own style. What would this be missing compared to some of those like big market ones, or even something like Brawlhalla, which is also free to play? That's been around a lot longer, so there's a lot more content and characters. I get that, but
yeah, this game right here, I think like you won't really capture a majority of the people unless you have the specific character they want, right? Because if like, and I feel like this game right here is literally like the reason their approach on fighting games where they get guest characters, right? Because like with guest characters, they can really like putting Geralt in Soul Calibur, good move, right?
Yep.
Like, because somebody that wouldn't be playing Soul Calibur now wants to play Soul Calibur, you know. So in this game, like, if you play League of Legends and you play like Akali, you're in. If you don't play Akali, you're not in. You know. So if you're not a fighting game player, is what I'm saying. So if you have a specific character you like in League as a League player, because League has the biggest audience
It's
for this game.
it's got a big audience, but it's also got a big roster too. So
Yeah.
you know, it's kind of like how I feel with Grand Blue. If more characters from more characters from the main RPG show up in the fighting game, and that's just more for people to actually join in.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, League of Legends started out the same way. It didn't have an expansive roster out of the gate. Like I said, I was playing it back when it was launched, and then I kind of fell off before it started expanding that roster, and there's a lot more available. So it's going to take time nonetheless. It's just whether or not the devs are going to stick with it. If it's going to be like those other games we talked about earlier, where, years down the line, they're still adding League of Legends characters to this roster as they build it out the platform more,
Yeah, and I think this game has a lot of growth to be had. I mean, fighting game players are still playing it, right? And it depends. I guess it's all about time, how much time you put into it. Fighting games are kind of like that in general. So if you don't put a lot of time into it, you're not going to get as much out of the game, because you kind of hit these specific plateaus in fighting. I do it casually. I do it moderately. Oh, now I want to get to the highest rank, and then after that, you also want to be like, well, maybe I want to do a tournament now, really competitive. So it's just how much time you want to put yourself involved.
Yep, fair.
Yeah, if you're a fighting game guy, you're curious. I know there's some guys in chat are curious about it. Please, give it a shot. I'm not sponsored by 2XKO. I just think it's a good idea to have free fighting games, because it's one of the most niche kind of games out there. So
yeah, the whole intention was with Eva going on talking about fighting games. These two are like I said earlier, the experts on it. So when Ace mentioned potentially talking about this for study hall, I was like, yeah, absolutely. I don't know anything about it. I would love to hear from you two. So yeah. That was the genesis behind it.
The genesis. Yeah, here's the thing. Playing this game, I would love to see if WB can somehow get Sega to cough up Eternal Champions to be in a Mortal Kombat game. I would it's just man, so much possibility with the IPs we already have. Don't need to create new ones. Just reimagine the ones we have now in modern consoles.
That would be
and Eternal Champions is definitely in the Mortal Kombat market.
Brother. Eternal Champions.
They're just tragically and given a chance to fight their lives. Man, yeah, we called it a couple times, but Bloody Roar, Eternal Champions, Primal Rage was something that I played.
Oh my god, Primal Rage!
I played the heck out of that as a kid.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, look, think about it. Think about Primal Rage and modern console graphics. That would be insane. I would lose my mind. Primal Rage was ahead of its time, right? Because of scanned art and all that stuff. But can you imagine levels of I don't know, what's a good detailed dinosaur game, but a fighting game with all the viscera and the gore? Oh my gosh, it'd be so cool. Yeah. Oh, slice. What else is chat saying? Squall is not a fan.
Yeah, Squall's not a fan. Andre was saying that this game feels like a slightly better DNF Duel, which you were kind of talking about earlier.
Disagree. DNF Duel is way better.
Oh.
Purely because of characters. This is a little bit more. This has more refinement to it as far as balance and stuff. But DNF Duel definitely has way more my era of presentation. I think DNF Duel gets it. Get it.
And if I'm being real with you, I would I would love to see DNF Duel revisited.
Dude, I would love that. A fight night with DNF Duel. Who has DNF Duel, Chad? You guys have DNF Duel? It's probably like $15 right now, super cheap. I am trying to do something else, not that. He has a down special that you turn into like a stance, and it's turning into the super instead.
DNF Duel, at least on Steam, is still full price.
That was cool. Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, it sucks that it's full price because like there's no community for it, but I think it's worth it. It's like it wasn't even like real full price. It was like what, $39.99, $29.99.
Right now, if I try to click buy DNF Duel, it's $49.
Okay, $49.
Wow.
Yeah, that's kind of expensive in my opinion, but like,
Nah, bruh.
That's not where it's at.
If you scroll down to right now on Steam for sale, Guilty Gear Strive is $20. It's 50% off. Street Fighter 6 is $20, also 50% off.
That was cool.
Mortal Kombat 1 is $10 currently. Invincible Versus is down to $40. Tekken 8 is $24.
You said Mortal Kombat 1 is how much right now?
It says $10.
Is that the definitive edition, or is that just like regular?
Nah, it's just me clicking through and just saying it's $10.
Damn, that's cool.
It says buy Mortal Kombat 1. That's not definitive. The definitive edition, if I scroll down a little bit further before I speak, is $20 for definitive. And that gets you Chaos Reigns bundle, the expansion, Conan the Barbarian, Cyrax, and Ermac.
EMAC? Love you some EMAC.
Rivals of Aether 2 we were talking about earlier is currently $15. Grand Blue versus Rising is currently $15 as well. So yeah, that kind of puts it in a price range versus all this other stuff.
And here's the thing, like clearly there's options there, and like clearly like you don't have to get all of them, but get the one you want to play now. Get the one that's on sale. You have options. Gamer Quotient, we talk about being smarter with your money, right? Prices will eventually go down. Like these games have been out forever. If you're willing to try them out and you don't have FOMO, I mean, teach you not to have FOMO, right? Dude, Mortal Kombat 1 for $10 is an awesome deal, even if it's not the definitive edition. You know, so if you're like, now's the time if you want to test it out. It's inexpensive to do so. Right?
Yeah, I mean, after you guys were talking about Grand Blue earlier, the fact that it's 70% off is pretty solid. It's not a bad deal at all. Again, not sponsored, just kind of we were talking about it. May as well just like comparative, because I'm interested in just like value you get out of it, right? So
yeah. So Ace, what made you want to go with Akali? Is Ninja Girl?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
It's the athleisure. It's what gets him.
I debated getting Warwick because Warwick is Sabretooth, but I thought Thresh was cooler.
Oh boy.
Oh, cool pose.
That worked.
It's a pose off.
Imposer.
Man,
And now
next
for
good night,
David.
like hit him in the pinky.
Ow.
Ow.
Thresh is so cool. I feel like I'm playing somebody carrying like a bag of groceries when I play with Thresh. Like, you know how you're trying to carry all the groceries in like one shot? That's how he feels like when you play Thresh. He's very heavy. Cool.
Not what I meant to push. Itchy trigger finger.
Yeah, you can't Muso your way out of this one.
No, I can't.
Oh man, imagine a Arxis fighting game with Dynasty Warriors. Woo.
Yes, please.
That'd be crazy, bro.
Ow, 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 God.
Random
Let me
events
go.
where Lubu just
Damn it.
appears through the gates, wipes you
Lu-
out.
Lubu would have like super armor. He's
Oh,
basically
yeah.
an SNK boss in the.
He would just be walking towards you, flexing the entire time.
Yeah.
He's full armor character. Man, imagine if they had that roster, Ace. How would you choose?
Oh god.
That is a solid question.
Yeah, it'd be like normally they start with 8 characters, right? So I feel like that would be a tough choice. Zhao Yun, Zhao Hudun, who would represent Wu? It wouldn't. I don't think it'd be Sunset. It wouldn't be Sensei
Well,
probably
wait, how many factions are there again?
3. Like we're going vanilla, right? This is not super dynasty.
Oh no! This is you start vanilla and build from it.
Yeah.
So yes, it's vanilla to
God,
start.
that range.
Oh, it was 3.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
That
3.
range is stupid.
It was 3 factions to start.
Yeah.
Okay, so 3 factions. How many
Like,
characters do you want to be on the roster? You
Probably
could,
like oh no.
do you do 3 per or do you do 5 per? So you have 15.
Ooh, I feel like 12 would be like the realistic, but
So
15 would
4.
be great.
So 4 per, and then maybe like 1 or 2 from the from like the unaffiliated factions.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
someone
like
like
Menghuo or something.
Yeah.
It sounds like it should be an entire chat on the Discord.
Right.
Build your fighting game roster for Dynasty Warriors.
I mean, I feel like we did that with the rhetorical, and we can still do that. That's definitely a whole episode. Oh yeah, I wanted to chat with you guys. So last Thursday, I did a headmaster's desk on Thursday for 2 hours, and apparently everybody liked it. So I will be doing headmaster's desk now exclusively on Thursdays.
Oh,
Yeah, so
you heard it here first, folks.
yeah, no, they asked, and I would deliver. We just had such a good time talking about GTA 6 and kind of like all the news they've been posting on the Discord, right? So I think we're gonna cover that in the headmaster's desk now. So pretty
Nice. For those of us that weren't able to tune in, what was the big gist takeaway for you?
Well, a lot of it was definitely the GTA 6 news, like the follow up on like the non-disc, right? $80. Did you guys know when they announced the $80 price for GTA 6, their stock went down because the shareholders wanted $100? It's crazy, right? So we talked about that. We emphasized that a little bit, like how like investors affect our pockets. It affects our expectations of games, right? Stuff like that. So, I was trying to do a decent job educating chat of like, hey,
Oh, no.
games shouldn't cost this much because there have been games that have been made that cheaper, right? It's just people want to jump on and say, hey, I can make money off this, so take my money and give this back to me. And that's affecting like how the industry is, and basically we're kind of seeing we're seeing the after effects of that now, and a lot of the additions we talked about was like, what is the plan for all these the future of our favorite studios, Microsoft, like Sony, like just getting rid of all those like employees. My goodness.
Yeah, the potential bloodbath going on at Microsoft right now. Like nothing has been officially said, but all the rumors about like Ninja Theory being shut down, potentially. What else was it? Was Compulsion was potentially on the block as well. Pretty rough.
Yeah.
I think they're talking about was it Arcane as well, wasn't it?
Oh yeah. Right now they're like considering Arcane and Blade is a part of that right now.
Yeah, that's right. The Blade.
So
game.
it's like, oof, I don't know, man.
I feel like that I don't know, with the Blade game especially, the first thing I thought about is like, man, if Sony knocks it out of the park with Wolverine being released through Insomniac, which they will, like that game looks incredible. Like, do you feel like they still push through with Blade as a property? Maybe shop it to a different team that they have, like keep the IP alive if they let the team go. Not saying they should do that. I would rather have that team around. Like, I'm not advocating for that, but it just makes me wonder, like, how far along is it in dev? Like, what's the project worth to them? Yeah, Quantic as well, Jagos could call out. Crazy. I might have to do a retrospective on a couple of those studios soon.
I think you may have to do, but you may have to do Bungie because they're on the chopping block right now, and I'd hate to see them go. Right. But like their emphasis on Marathon, that has to be a Sony move, because I don't think Marathon's gonna save Bungie.
It's not. I mean, everyone's been saying it for a while now. That is a niche market for that game. That wasn't going to be the great big like savior for the studio, especially not for a studio of that size. The moment they were talking about closing Bungie, it was just like, dude, or sorry, not closing Bungie, but shutting down Destiny with no Destiny 3 being announced. It's like, dude, how is this team going to survive? That is a huge studio that puts so much into the Destiny platform, right?
Yeah, no, I agree. It's like, and like you have a bigger player base with Destiny, right? So like, why are you like pigeonholing your audience with a niche like genre, right?
Right. Well, and that was the thing too. Like, a lot of people were talking heads and content creators leading up to the release of Marathon was, you have this giant player base that will follow Bungie, but you made a PvP game and didn't have a PvE mode. Like, any kind of story PvE mode for this world that admittedly out of the gate looked great. I was really interested to see where the story was going to go. Then I found out it was an extraction shooter, and it turned me off, right?
Yeah, because
so take this giant player base that has a lot of interest and go for niche, which, again, if it was supposed to run parallel rails, right?
Yeah.
And Marathon was going to do its own thing. It was going to be its side project while it built on something bigger, right, for its market. That would make sense to me. But the fact that, D3 wasn't really in development or didn't push forward past whatever pre-production ideas they had, and they went full on Marathon, yeah, man, doesn't make any sense to me, especially with the evaluation that they had for it, what Bungie was evaluated at.
Yeah, dude. I just like, and that stuff like that just makes me like, what are they doing over there? Are they doing this on purpose? Like, it's just a silly move.
It doesn't make sense. Like you said, it feels very intentional, especially when we're looking at something like Microsoft, where they went out of their way to buy and acquire all of these studios and all this talent. And what the fear was is coming true right now. Yes, part of that is because of market, where the market has gone in the current industry and the way it's running. But still, there was a pretty good bet that this was going to happen at some point with some of these teams. Like you were saying, Andre, doesn't shock you, doesn't shock a lot of people. But that just makes me so sad, just because I remember thinking like, oh man, Ninja Theory with Microsoft money. Hell yeah. Let's see what they can do.
100%, yeah.
Right?
100%, sir. Yeah, it's sad, because I honestly feel like we're like losing an era, right? The era's over, finally. So and so, like, what do we have to look up to next? Like what? Clearly, it's not going to be like a solo player game. We're not going to get a weird Halo version, of Marathon, like with a campaign. It's all going to be live service, because they want to get their money back for sure. And I don't blame them, but it's like, is that the real approach? But I feel like that's like the best approach right now for them to get money back.
Right. And I mean, to be honest, you're starting to see more and more. I mean, I'm not saying it like it's a great epiphany or anything, but we're starting to see more and more of these big companies are going for the safer route, right? Back. That has been something that's been happening for a while, but now it's especially true. And we're seeing that with this bloodletting, by seeing these projects be canned most of the way in development for some of them, right? Because they're just like, it's not going to make its money back. It's not going to be viable with what we see left on this, rail of what the development needs to be to get this game out the door. They're just pulling the plug, right? It's like, what's going to be safe? And that's not to say like indie's any better. Like, indie does have a lot of great things right now, but let's be honest, indie games are kind of a lottery ticket. There's so much stuff on Steam that are just like packing Steam full of these, like, I won't say trash games, but it just feels like so much content. How can you sift through that? You see indie devs posting on like subreddits all the time of just, I've got all these wish lists that aren't converting. I've paid this streamer to play the game and it got great viewership, but it didn't translate into sales. Like, you can make a great game, but the market is what it is. Indie games will end up still being that lottery ticket. There may be one that'll pop off. There may be another Balatro that'll come along. But more often than not, you don't see that. So, I mean, the industry as a whole, just, it feels so negative when we're talking about it this way.
Yes. And here's the thing. Like, you pitch me, I'm an investor. You pitch me Balatro, I'm like, no, I'm not giving you money to make that. Right? Because I don't see dollars. I don't like, oh, what's everybody else doing? What's successful, right? So what happens is that they don't even get the opportunity to make them because, like, there's no trust. There's no belief in that game will succeed because it's not trendy. It's not what hip right now. But that's what, like, the investors think, right? Like, this is why I say, like, indies are super important because these give us opportunity to play games that are like their creativity is behind this game. Not the money so much. And I think, like, for example, Balatro 2 could be something technically that a company would pick up because of the success of the first one, right? But unfortunately, I feel like it would just get, like, all the cool things about Balatro that we love would probably get monetized. And that's kind of how that would work.
Great segue is when we're talking about something like Balatro, it was a great twist on a style that's been super popular, the roguelite, right? Andre and Chad is bringing up Capcom specifically. Like, Capcom has had a lot of bangers lately. The successes that they've had have given them the runway to greenlight other projects. So we're starting to see other things. And like you said, a variety with something like Pragmata coming along. Being able to afford to do that because of other stuff that's worked. And you mentioned Onimusha. Do you remember how long Onimusha was on ice? Do you think Onimusha would have been back if we did not see a return with Souls-like games or Souls-like games?
I would say Onimusha only exists because Devil May Cry did so well, and then all the Resident Evils did so well.
Right. There's a reason why I feel like that was on ice for so long. The trend came back. They had an IP that was beloved. This was a chance to bring it back. And it looks like it's going to work out pretty well from what we've seen. We'll see what happens when it actually releases, but the vibes are right? Oh, and Jagos, like you said, it was delayed. I mean, delays aside, it was just more so when you're looking at the market and we're saying, like, hey, these guys are doing really well right now. There's been some business behind it, the reason we get some of these titles, because AAA is going safe. They're only able to greenlight those projects when the other things are going well. But when they don't go well, that's why we're getting what we're getting with Bungie. That's why we're getting what's happening at Microsoft. That's why we're seeing scaling back on projects through Sony.
Yeah, and here's the thing. I hate the fact that Microsoft's closing studios because, like, they're on this, like, let's make games exclusively for Xbox. So why are you closing studios that can do that for you? Like, it's weird, but I get it. Like, I don't see the numbers, and that's all they see.
Well, and I mean, on that same point, how long have people or the industry, the talking point has been Microsoft's exclusives aren't strong enough. Sony's exclusives. So the flip side of that coin is they're probably closing these because the exclusive titles that they're getting aren't as strong or haven't sold well. Let's talk something like Evolved, a really solid game that just did not sell well. So you're not going to see a sequel for that, at least for a while, if it ends up coming to pass anyway. Like if Obsidian's allowed to cook. But that's a really good example of just like they brought this team in. It was a solid game, but it just didn't sell well. So that just may be the result of it, right?
Yeah. I honestly, I feel like Microsoft needs their own Smash Brothers, right? Of Microsoft properties, right? Two.
We saw how well the Sony one did, though. That didn't do very well.
Right, but you know what I'm saying? Like, low budget, community involved. I feel like if they did that, if they said, like, community, which character would you like to see next? Because I feel like once you involve the community, first it's like make it really small. Stop being so ambitious real quick with it. Like, Multiverses did really well, right? And what happened was that, like, it did so well they actually had to take the game down and make it a real game immediately, right? But I believe their
Basically,
intention
yeah.
was, I believe their intention was, we're gonna put this game out, have the community play the crap out of it, and then update it as we go. But it did really, really good, and they were like, and then WB was like, no, monetize this now. So of course, there it is again. So it came back a little too late.
Too little, too late.
Man, I mean, I'm very hopeful. I feel like after all this bad stuff that the industry is going through, there's light at the end of the tunnel. It's just a big reset. And honestly, and this is my last thought on this, COVID did a massacre on expectation and numbers. I think like people saw 5-6 years ago, it was like, whoa, this is where the money is at. Well, yeah, because everybody's at home. They're not doing anything else, right? And
That's
now they put all the money into it, and they're going, well, now everyone's not playing video games anymore, so we got to dial it back. But they've already put the money down, right? So, and I think that's what really ruined like the expectation of that, because the numbers have dwindled since, like, let's look at the numbers, player base then versus now. I'm pretty sure it's not even like, maybe half. I don't know. But I think that was a big reason for that, for this industry the way it is.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we already know that the money and expectations were out of whack because of the amount of money that was being borrowed and put towards these. Because they see number go up, stonks.
Yep.
They
Charts
saw
go up.
they saw that. Yeah. So I mean, I was part of the layoffs after my time when I was working in contract with Microsoft at the tail end of COVID. I was let go in 2023. So I mean, that was right at the tail end of all these big projects scaling down. So one of many. Just so many of my friends and contacts lately have been losing their jobs these last couple of years, and I am just expecting some Bungie contacts to be open to work very shortly, and I wish them the best of luck. All right, class. That's it. Controllers down. Thank you again for tuning in with me tonight, your host, to take a look at some fighting game vibes and some Evo news. Shout out to our staff members, the Headmaster GQ, Asian Dude, and Rushdown Specialist, Blazing Ace Nelson, for giving me and chat a chance to look at Free-to-Play Fighter 2XKO. Whether or not you decide to give this game a try for yourself, hop into our Discord, join our community. Hey, tell us what you're playing. I don't know. Share your news with the community. Check out the show's merch store. Engage in some memery with me. Join us for the next episode next Tuesday. Nonetheless, this has been the Gamer Quotient Gaming Academy Study Hall. And Ace, what do we say at the end of class?
Class dismissed.
Thank you so much, everyone.
We'll see y'all next week.